Hello, everybody. What's up? What's going on? So, you already know what's up. You know what's going down. But here, I had an iPhone 5S, and then I dropped the laptop charger on top, and rip iPhone. And I know what you're thinking. Team iPhone, right? Just go get a new one. Why not? I don't want to be in debt to T-Mobile anymore. Kind of over it. Um, I thought I don't want to spend $600 on a new phone. Cause I don't use my phone that much. I'm not one of those people that you see at a restaurant and it's like, oh hey buddy, what's up? I'm not that person. I'd rather engage in personal interaction with another human being. That said, I do check my phone every once in a while and go like, oh, what's going on? What's on Instagram? Oh, that's a nice picture. What's up with Twitter? Oh, cool. You know. Other than that, though, Facebook, Snapchat, stuff like that. I rather engage with people when I'm out with people. But when I'm at home or work or wherever, I do check my phone. And I like to play on my phone. So, that said, I went and got this alcatel, however you say it. It's weird. Alcatel. To me, that's alcatel. One Touch Fierce XL. And it's really dirty already. But look at the size difference compared. Like, that was one of the main reasons that I got it. I was like, ooh, I got terrible eyesight. Bigger phone looks cool. Bigger screen is nice. Watch videos and YouTube and stuff like that. Why not? I've had an Android before. I know that system. I'm young enough. I can learn a new system. Wrong. So I've had this iPhone for at least 2 years, maybe longer. So I know that system pretty well. And I can learn a new system. It's not hard. It just takes a little bit. And it's good to learn new stuff. You should always learn new stuff. Keeps your brain healthy. So I thought, cool. I don't get iPhone exclusive apps. We're all good, right? Everything's iPhone, iOS, and Android, right? Wrong. Windows Phone. It's not an Android phone. It even says Android on the description. See, Android 4.2 Jelly Bean. 5 megapixel camera, high resolution screen, M3 and T3 hearing, and compatibility. Sounds cool, right? I was lied to. No, I wasn't lied to. I was misled. And that said, I just want to say I know how parents feel when they tell their kid, I'm not mad at you, I'm just disappointed. I know what you're thinking. If you don't like it, return it to the store. You got 2 weeks or a month or whatever. There's a $50 restocking fee. I'm not losing $50 because I don't like something. That's ridiculous. Um, but yeah. So that said, I've lost Snapchat. I lost Mitomo, Creator Studio. Um, I still got Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, which is cool. I appreciate that they're still there. I lost Periscope. I've lost the Listia app. I've lost like a handful of apps that I used to use a lot. That I didn't realize how much I used to use my phone until I switched to a Windows phone, and I was like, I used to use this a lot, like for a lot of stuff. But that said, it's not like I'm losing money from not having those apps. It's just like, man, Snapchat was kind of cool. I talked to people on there. Uh, like I said, I'm just disappointed with it. Um, I'm not gonna get super tech because I'm not that smart or tech wise about phones. To me, they're all the same. Does it make a phone call? Yes. Can it text somebody? Yes. Can it send an image to somebody? Yes. Does it have apps? Yes. What's the difference? And I really want to know what's the difference between Android, like Google Play, and Microsoft Store. What's the 100% difference? Because I'm sure there's something. There's got to be something. Because then it's like, why wouldn't you just put your app on Windows? Right? If it's on Android, why can't you put it on Windows? So there's got to be something different. But then, what's the difference between Windows, Android, and iOS? Because if 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 everything's on Android and iOS, then it's got to be Windows, right? So Windows, get your shit together. What's going on? Pardon my language. I'm sorry. That's just how I talk. If you're a child, do not repeat the swear words I say, even though you do it already. Let's be honest. They're just words. Um, but yeah, another thing. So that you can't get all the apps you want, which is like, damn it, this is a bummer. But here's another thing. If you go to your settings, right? So in the settings, we go to sounds. Sounds. You can change your ringtone, but you can't change your notifications sounds. And I'm tired of hearing that sound because I get a lot of notifications. So if you have a Windows phone and you're like, how do I put a ringtone? I'm tired of this T jingle or whatever jingle you use. You have to plug your phone into your computer. Then you go to printer and devices, and then you click on your phone. You double click into your phone. You get into your phone. You gotta go into ringtone. It'll be a folder. So you go into your ringtone folder, and then you drag whichever sound or not sound, whatever song or audio file you want to use as your ringtone, and then you drag it into your ringtone folder. And that's it. It's as simple as that. And then they show up, and you could get things. Well, I'm not gonna play them because they're all copywritten. But then you get that, and then it's that simple. And then you just go into your settings, and then you scroll down, and it'll be in there. But not being able to change the notifications is starting to get on my nerves. Again, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed, and I'm not paying $50 for a restocking fee. But yeah, another thing about it is battery life is decent. Because again, I lost a bunch of apps, so I'm not using it as much. But I've noticed because I've been letting it die 100% and then charging it 100 and then letting it die again and then putting it back to 100, which is what you're supposed to do, or what I've been told that you're supposed to do when you get a new phone to prolong battery life. Uh, it takes a minute, like it takes a couple minutes, like a while, to get from 0 to that 5 or 10% when it turns back on. So that takes a little bit, and again, that's a bummer. Um, so yeah, if you're in the market for a new phone and you use apps mentioned before, I'd stay away from a Windows phone. Honestly, I would never get a Windows phone again. They'd have to massively redeem themselves for me to be like, I'm in. But I don't see that happening. So yeah, stick with the Android or stick with the iPhone. Team Windows, no way. No way. So yeah, sorry if this wasn't what you're looking for. Again, I'm not super tech savvy. I am, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, peace out, everybody. Have an awesome day. Have an awesome weekend. Party it up.